Q Nuck if you buck. Because that's where I'm at in my head. Q Nuck if you buck. I come in the club shaking my dress. Like, you got me. What's good, beautiful nesters? Welcome back to the West Nest. I am Rabbit West, aka West Nest Jess, and I am here to give you a 14-week update. So I am 14 weeks, 4 days. I have 176 days left to be pregnant. Symptoms that have fallen off since we last spoke. My tiredness is actually going away. Now, your girl can still use a nap, but I feel better. I'm getting more energy. I hadn't worked out since November 4th. At that time, I was doing 4 to 5 workouts a week, like 20-minute high-intensity workouts, and I hadn't done that since the 4th of November. And what happening? With what energy? How was I gonna do it? Right. So I actually got 2 workouts in this week. Now I have taken it down a notch to low intensity. If anybody cares about what I'm doing, I actually do Supernatural through MetaQuest. So I'm doing low intensity, and I've taken it down to like 15 to 18 minutes. And I be tired. But I need to get physical activity, especially with me working from home more. When I'm in the office, I do a lot of walking around. I be finding people to talk to. I be running upstairs to get a little snack. I just be doing stuff. And home, I don't do as much. So I'm glad to have enough energy to pop that back off. I have less boob tenderness, but my nipples are really, really sensitive. And like the way my son be jumping on me, it feel like he just grab a handful of nipple every time. So we're still working on being gentle. He ain't got it yet. My heartburn is like a heat wave burning in my heart. I'm waking up nightly feeling like I am vomiting fire, and I'm sick of it. And let me tell you something. This baby better have a head full of hair. With the heartburn that I'm going to do, she better have a head full of hair, because I had that heartburn with Atticus too, but he came out with this little patch of hair looking like Bert, or is it Ernie? Bert, looking like Bert from Sesame Street. But you know, regardless, I'm gonna love the baby, but this baby better have some hair. The major accomplishment, guys, coming into the second trimester is energy. I just thank God for it. Do you understand me? Y'all just do not know. It's a helpless feeling to know you have stuff to do and you have people depending on you. Thank God for my husband, because he steps up and above. But it's still like, as the woman of the house, I just feel like, oh, I need to be doing this, I need to be doing that. And honey, I could not be bothered. But I'm feeling better now. The baby is somewhere between 3.5, 4 inches, it's the size of a peach. Mind you, I haven't physically put my eyes on my baby in 4 weeks, but that's what the apps tell me, at least. In this 14th week, Belly Baby is developing its reproductive organs. And at 16 weeks, I will have my, they call it an anatomy scan. And most people are like, oh, well, we'll be able to tell the gender from the scan. I have gotten back my results from the blood testing for any chromosome deficiencies. That also told us the sex. However, I do not know the sex. The secret guardian of the sex is my cousin, Crystal, aided by my friend, Monica. And so they are keeping it from us because we plan on doing a gender reveal in March. So I don't know if it's a boy or girl. I am not going to look too hard during this anatomy scan because I don't want to mess up and see a wee-wee or anything like that. So, but it's a for those who have been pregnant and those who haven't, this anatomy scan is like a super, super long ultrasound, and they're going to be looking like at the heart valves to see if there's any defects there. They'll be looking at fingers and toes, and just making sure the baby is growing and there's no disfigurements or anything that shouldn't be there. So yeah, I'm excited about it. Any time you get to see your baby, you are super, super excited. The difference between this pregnancy and last pregnancy is I don't have a whole lot of scans this pregnancy because they have the sense God gave them and haven't considered me high risk just because I'm of a certain age. So I'm getting the same amount of scans that anybody else would get. I got a lot of scans last pregnancy. Every time I was seen, just about, they did a scan. And that was a plus side to it. But faith in God, baby. This baby gonna be healthy, happy, and it's coming into a loving household. We good. I had an appointment. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. I don't like the doctor. Yeah, me and this doctor are not gonna mesh. So much so that I went ahead and let them know when I made my next appointment. Don't you make my appointment with that man. My first encounter with this man, I was coming out of, I had been walked back. They asked me to change. You know, they ask you to disrobe completely. They give you a little hospital gown to put on and a sheet to cover you up. Like, he not about to be all up in your goodies anyway. Neither here nor there. And I told him, sure, I need to use the restroom first because I'm pregnant and I always have to pee. So I go to the bathroom. I use the bathroom. I wash my hands. And when I open the door, there's a man, a little short man, just standing there. And he's got these crazy gray eyes. And I'm in a woman's bathroom, so I'm confused about why you're just standing there. And I'm like, hey, how you doing? Good day. Literally, the straightest face of life. And he was like, good day. And I just walked past him. I said, excuse me. And I went to, you know, back to my room and did what I was supposed to do. Now, I'm assuming in my mind, this is the husband of somebody. And he must have thought his wife was in the bathroom. Because why are you just standing outside of the women's bathroom? Fast forward 15 minutes. This little man walks into my room with a white coat on. I said, I know you lying. But it's cool. Let me describe this man. And I'm going to give you Jessica description, okay? This man looks like he eats babies. He is so scary looking. He looks like there are probably brunette women with bright blue eyes in his freezer as we speak. That's what he's given. And it's just giving Dexter. Yeah, it's given very much so Dexter. And I'm just like, okay, but you can't judge a book by its cover. So cool, we're gonna roll with it. So, you know, he's down there and you know, they take swabs and all of this good stuff. And he's talking, and then when he finishes and he comes up, he's like, so I'm going to recommend you start a baby aspirin. Now, it's not baby aspirin, it's low dose aspirin, which is 81 milligrams. For those who don't know, it's suggested for women to take to between 12 and 16 weeks is when they like you to start, and you take it throughout the duration of your pregnancy. The point of it is to prevent hypertension. Okay, cool. So now we're all on the same page. Now, I told y'all in the last video, I am the most important person in my care team. So before I ask a question, trust me, I know the answer. So I ask you, dude, I say, all right, other than my age, what are the factors that you are factoring in on why I should be taking this aspirin? He said, well, your weight, and I mean, you're black.
Well, I mean, you're black.
Baby, when I tell you I was instantly, excuse me, I'm sorry. And it's not what he said, because he is absolutely correct. The 3 factors that he should have given me was age, weight, and my ethnicity. Cool. But it's the way he said it. So, of course, I'm going to ask you why. And the reason I'm going to ask you why is I want to hear what you got to say. Now, let me go ahead and tell you, most people think this is important, especially in correlation to blood pressure, for black people to take it because black people have high blood pressure. It runs in their family, the seasonings they use, and the things that they eat, and blah, 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 blah. But actually, the board of obstetricians say that this is important when it comes to if you have 2 or more symptoms off of the list. And I may actually post the list right here. So I'm going to just talk to the side and pretend like I've already posted it. But being black, my weight, and my age give me 3 factors off of this list, right? And like I said, a lot of people think, oh, black people eat like garbage, they season their food too much, whatever, whatever. But in reality, it is because of the environment that a lot of black people are placed in is the reason why being black falls upon this list. So things like having harder manual jobs, things like stress from said job, stress from racism and racial encounters, lower economic stature, which then would lead to the inability to purchase, you know, higher end foods and healthier foods, because eating healthy is expensive, right? So I get it. It's not so much of a racist thing. It's a real life thing. Like, these are things that many black people face. Now, I have a very cushy job. I have a desk job. I manage people. I don't have a high stress level because you're going to do what I tell you to do. And we're going to have this relationship, and it's going to be what it's going to be. I'm not about to stress out over that. I don't have that. Praise God, first and foremost. We are not struggling for money. We're not in an economic situation where we can't handle our lifestyle. And we do have access to good food and the ability to pay for it. So thank God for all of those things, for He is bountiful and merciful. With all that being said, again, you've not asked me any questions about my background. You've not asked me any questions about my current living conditions or anything like that. And then when he followed it up with, well, because you're black. That made me hot every time I say it. He then went, I mean, are you on Medicaid? Because I can get it for you for basically free. You're on Medicaid, right? Q Nuck if you bug. Because that's where I'm at in my head. Q Nuck if you bug. I come in the club shaking my dreads. Like, you got me. I just looked at him. I don't have anything else to say to you. I literally looked at him and I said, are we done? When I got to that front desk, I said, baby, when you make my next appointment, do not make it with that man. Do you understand me? Because honestly, y'all, if I can be real with you, I felt stereotyped. And it pissed me off. Not because there's anything wrong with being black. Not because there's anything wrong with being on Medicaid. But because there are people who are, and there are people who are not. You should treat everybody equally. And the way that you flung that at me, like the way it kind of spewed out of your mouth, gave me very much so I'm just another colored in here. Let me go ahead and see her so I can get to the important people. Yeah, I won't feel him. And I don't have to feel him no more. So there's that. Baby, I will cut off a healthcare professional in uno momento. Like, no, I'm not going to do that. So, yeah. I'm interested to see who I have on my next go round. That's why I told you the next video I give you is going to be a video about my first pregnancy, from start to right up until time to give birth, because baby, it was a story. These healthcare professionals is out here wilding. Well, because you're black. Boy, anyway, I am still up in the air about taking this low dose aspirin, and I'm trying not to let him and his nasty taste that he left in my mouth affect my decision. I just have a lot of faith in my body. This is what my body is meant to do, and my body knows how to do it. I also had no complications, and I've never had high blood pressure, and I didn't have any complications with Atticus's pregnancy. And that doesn't dictate that you won't with your next pregnancy, but this is all the stuff that's going in my mind when I'm making my decision. I still have a couple weeks where I can still take it and it be effective. Like I said, I have up to 16 weeks, so I have a week and a half-ish to make a decision. I did purchase it, but I don't know. I'll get back to you guys on whether I decide to take it or not. So outside of that, I'm feeling really, really, really good. I am on the cusp of having a Super Bowl party. So I'm working on my menu, and I purchased my decorations for that. That's what I'm telling you. Having energy is lit. But everything is going good. Everything is going smooth. I'm going to tell you how bad it is. I ain't had a nail appointment since before Christmas. Because who has the energy to go? Who? Do you? I didn't. So I have a nail appointment tomorrow. I'm really going to feel good at that point. If you're noticing the new do, I call her Tracy Honey because I feel like I'm giving Tracy Ellis Ross. Okay? But I am taking this time also to kind of grow out my hair. Y'all know I cut all my hair off back in August, and I don't want to grow my full head of hair back, but I do want to grow out like a cute curly fro situation, and I want something that I can throw on in between it in the meantime during that little transition. And I like her. So I'll throw the if you like her too, I'll throw the description for her. I'll throw the description. It'll be the pregnancy brain from me. I will throw the link in the description. And yeah, that's my 14 weeks, baby. I will see you guys probably after my next appointment and let you see some pictures of the baby. I thank you for tuning in. I want you to stay beautiful. I want you to have a beautiful week and be beautiful to the people around you, baby. I am Rabbit West, aka West Nest Jess. And I'm out. Let me get it to you one more time. No, I'm kidding. Bye, y'all.